Olha, 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 olha. Esse jogo é tão pesado que ele não quer abrir. Oi. Mostrar a bússola. Não tenho daltonismo, acho que tá de buenas. Eu vou ter que diminuir a qualidade desse jogo. Tá bom, brilho. Não vou ficar cega. Opções, por favor, eu vou morrer. Ok. Então, tipo, meu computador já começou com essa bodega, então vamos lá. Baixa, textura baixa, efeitos baixo, 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 baixo. Que é isso? Eu não devia ter clicado nisso. Tipo, eu não preciso de tanto FPS. Eu não sei porque todo mundo cisma que tem que ter FPS limitado. Mas eu tô feliz com isso. Eu não quero desfoque de movimento. Vamos já direto com terceira pessoa, que ninguém merece. Aqui, vamos ver. Meu computador explodir. Correção. Se eu sumir do nada, meu computador explodiu. Ah, eu faço um upgrade com SSD, me dá o dinheiro. Terra, sua própria pátria. Vai chegar um ser humano só poderia ser salvo por outro ser humano. Tipo, eu acho que um dos meus monitores tá apagando. Isso não é bom. Olha, se meu computador morrer.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Uau! Eu nunca parei pra analisar a cara do personagem. Ixi, vai estar uma coisinha, ó. Bodega. Os gráficos são bonitos. Tem cara que dá pra subir. Não. Não.
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Pelo menos dessa vez eu não tô tentando enganar, falando, não, esse lugar aqui só fica aqui. Peraí que eu tava esquecendo de colocar minha luva. Não posso esquecer da minha luva, senão minha tendinite ataca.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself. As am I, after a fashion. You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream. Well done, my child.
Ooh. Tem mais nada aqui. Esgrima. Tem mais alguma coisa aqui? Além da luz piscando. E tem cara de que dá pra abrir.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Eu tô vendo um negócio ali. Será que eu consigo dar um pé pra ir lá? acho que não. Precisa de mais uma caixa. Pressão estática. Ixi, já vem com o instalador? E aumentou.
Very good.
Ali tá aberto. Não quer dizer que eu posso colocar, simplesmente colocar aqui. Eu disse colocar aqui. Engenhoca versátil.
Excellent.
Ah, caralho. Onde está repleta de belezas ilimitadas? Eu quero ver quanto for possível. Ah. Um dos meus monitores está apagando loucamente. Eu não sei se é mal contato no cabo ou se é o jogo sendo super gordo. Talvez os dois.
children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Conexões fundamentais. Inflação prismática. Começar a palhaçada de coisa pra não poder cruzar. Isso foi muito fácil, tô suspeitando.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Ew. Não vai dar certo. Não vai dar certo. Não vai dar certo. Não vai dar certo. Não deu certo.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
Eu acho. Cadê? Eu tenho que diminuir um pouquinho. Vou diminuir um pouquinho isso. Não acho que melhorou muito mais.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Eu acho de nerd.
Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
Vamos lá, eu tenho que comer chocolate.
A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves humans like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization, but unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost.
Não tinha ensino avançado também?
That's something our historians still debate. Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time.
A resposta é grana, money, dinheiro.
A team led by a scientist called Alexandra Drennan began a project that was intended to create, well, us. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence.
E foi o primeiro carinha do primeiro jogo.
It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then created more of us, using the tools left behind by Drennan's team. Eventually, they started building the city of New Jerusalem.
Yep.
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal. Capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Oh, it was difficult, especially after she left us. But after a millennium or so, we finally succeeded. And that's you. You're number 1,000.
Yay!
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event. Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose. But there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself. No one really knows. At first, she was closely involved with everything that happened in the city, but gradually, she became more distant. And one day, she simply vanished. That was centuries ago.
Instante. Eu quero ver um negócio aqui e o monitor tá piscando bastante. No caso, meu segundo monitor, né? A temperatura dele tá ok. Não deve ser um mau contato, não. Tá.
He was the caretaker of the simulation that created the Founder. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us. You will hear him whenever you enter sleep mode. Nothing to worry about, really. You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you. I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens. Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Pode deixar, vou me inscrever em todos. Vixe, rede social. Já está. Já era. A civilização não vai pra frente. Tem que se fazer com crédito. Trate todos com respeito, seja qual for seu número. Não tome o nome da fundadora em vão. Respeite os princípios do objetivo. Discussões sobre sapos serem ou não. Gente, são banidos. Oh boy. Arquivaremos tópicos inativos. Caso tenha algum problema, contate os moderadores. Eu acho que esse lugar tá quebrado. Também gostas na câmara dos primeiros companheiros. Onde esses passaram a fundadora acordada. Perguntado para os primeiros. Vixi! Meus olhos!
Look, it's 1K.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Uma coisa que tá fazendo meu monitor piscar.
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Simulação numa simulação.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
Não sei nem onde é que eu tô. Mas... Claro que eu vi que eu tô segurando ali.
What's broken now?
Eu não sei como falar com as pessoas. Eu assumi que eu não falo.
All right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Eu posso voltar para simulação?
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya? Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reached the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
Eu sinto uma certa... Eu não sei, é uma emoção. Eu sinto uma certa emoção. Não sei. Não sei como explicar, é uma emoção.
Listen, this meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
Vamos conhecer todo mundo.
Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Ok, senhor 666.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
Oi.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
O que tá acontecendo?
Of course, I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of Adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
Aquelas, acabei de aparecer aqui melhor que, me diga qual é a treta.
Ha! See? A fresh mind is open to the possibilities. Yakut, I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
Acho mais tarde pra investigar.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Era puzzles.
It's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Era.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Que é isso? Para relembrar a Brian, provavelmente para ignorar de qualquer jeito, né? O fato de um livro antigo chamar a atenção dele. Vários ideais da fundadora, o bem-estar dos membros da expedição. Um membro da expedição deve ficar no veículo o tempo todo. Líderes da expedição devem evitar participar de atividades de alto risco. Usar o uso do veículo para economizar combustível. Priorizar a observação acima da interferência, caso de emergência, voltar para nova geração de imediato. TTP, hahaha. De vários por ano. Testar o sistema para ver se ele funciona direito. Essa garoto se igual no Pellegrino, executor da poesia de isto público. Você tem bem, safada. Vivo. Tentando estabelecer isso finalmente será alcançado, mas um membro da nossa família vai nascer nessa espetacular cidade de Caracol. Como o espaço da represa é limitado, as lições são disponíveis por meio do sistema de loteria, a cobração também será transmitida. Pela fundadora, que é aquilo no céu, todo mundo viu, não viu? Eu não acionei o modo de suspensão sem querer quando o Harmon falava isso, né? A tentação sempre existe. Nada, confirmo. Acho que é o sinal da fundadora, mas poderia ser ainda mais justo. Muito incoerente para um sinal. Ele nem terminou de dizer o que queria. Ué, a fundadora também anda com problemas de insuficiência energética. A fundadora opera de formas misteriosas. Talvez seja mesmo o sinal. Saber dessa forma, a possibilidade de milagre. Como alguma dessas poderia ser um sinal? não sei, mas tem alguma coisa inteligente por aí. Algumas pessoas aqui demonstraram de forma óbvia aparência de inteligência nem sempre nossa sua presença. Ei! Ok, vamos explorar um pouquinho a cidade. Antes, deixa eu falar com vocês.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with.
Quem é você?
I'm the mayor's chief aide.
O que você faz por aqui?
All the things no one else wants to do. Polling the citizenry, implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere.
Eventos recentes.
Our goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source. These are more precarious than stable. I don't like it.
Pensa de mim.
You represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further. For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit, but that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure.
Valeu. Você.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Como você decidiu se envolver em política?
It was a time of great uncertainty. The founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the founder gave us the goal, a path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off. He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will. I simply wish he could be more reasonable.
Essa visão do futuro.
I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Vou explorar um pouquinho da cidade. Eu ainda acho que meu computador vai explodir.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the founder be with you.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
Ali depois da pausa. Eu já volto. Ami! Poder. Claro, pode falar.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
Qual o problema?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
O que você propõe?
We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs.
Trabalhar na empresa?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away.
Por que a reverenda não é uma eleição?
Well, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
Você prometeu?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us. In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor. Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Boa sorte. Ajude. Para público. Peguei. E tem ali. Dá pra subir ali? Ih. Tipo, eu sei que eu consigo subir de volta, mas eu não quero pisar na grama. No momento. Talvez daqui a uns 5 segundos.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Hey, 1K.
É isso, menina aqui. Eles querem jogar nos vida decepcionante ter sido ótimo virtude do projeto da finalização. Parecer uma coisa de televisão. Quer saber? Eu estou com preguiça, eu não quero explorar agora não. Algum outro dia eu volto aqui e exploro, mas agora eu não tô afim. Vamos pra exploração. Eu quero meus puzzles. E também me sinto mal fazendo todo mundo esperar por meio século enquanto eu exploro tudo. Estamos levando caixas.
what's the verdict? Are we going? I guess Byron was pretty convincing, huh? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the elevator.
Ah!
Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road. You ready to go?
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path, a path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Hey!
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody mega structure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
Rápido, antes que atirem na gente.
It really is incredible.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
Uma voz na floresta.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leaders stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
Pera, cadê o outro? Ok, eu vou por aqui. Yay! Eu me distraí e já me perdi meio mundo de gente. Aquilo.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints. A manual would be great.
Tipo, tem aqui negócio. Aqui já existe sangue. Eu tenho quase certeza que eu devia estar lá.
That sort of looks like a temple. Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
Aqui. Eu tava explorando outro lugar, mas eu vou explorar suas coordenadas também.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Né? Tô entrando aqui.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
Eu quero continuar explorando. Tem droga nenhuma aqui. A porta tá fechada e eu não posso apertar esse botão. Não me programaram para apertar botões. Deixa eu ver isso aqui que eu tava olhando antes. Muitas bolinhas. Ah, eu vou ter que coletar muitas bolinhas, né? Oh boy! Eu coletarei todas as bolinhas, pode deixar. Ui. Torre.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
O que tem aqui? Ah, que vocês estão olhando aqui.
Go ahead and try the capsule, 1K.
Ok. Ai, não faz isso, ficar tonta.
I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Bom.
Where's the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
Puzzles. Ai, a gente tá trouxendo puzzles ultimamente. Daqui a pouco eu tô jogando Professor Layton. Não é uma má ideia. Achei que eu tinha batido em alguma coisa. Au.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
É um pássaro. Ok, hora dos puzzles. Placa de RGB.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
That device was not in the simulation.
Pera. Como é que ele funciona? Ah, sim. Eu coloco as duas luzes que eu não quero. Daí eu vou ter as luzes que eu quero. Ok. Ali é azul, então precisa do verde, do vermelho. Agora tem duas caixas.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
It's headed for the lake.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
E conexão. Aqui é azul. Esse azul é feio. eu colocar... Ah, sim, talvez seja assim. Eu conecto aqui. Não. Ah, já sei. Não, pera. Você tem que mandar o verde pra... Então é esse. Vamos pra cá. E pronto.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
Diablos! Fechamento de ponte, máquina de ponte, onde possíveis. Rede social. Uma curiosidade. Encontrou de fato o 1000? Vou chamar de 1000. Os pistões abandonadores. Espero que ele interesse para engenharia mecânica. Coisa que o valha. Precisamos desesperadamente de gente para manter a cidade funcionando. Para não termos que depender da Melville para consertar os concertos de Pellegrino. Ei! Lembra quando você consertou a porta do gabinete do prefeito? Quanto tempo o Herman ficou preso lá? Você prende um prefeito no gabinete por uma semana e fica marcado pela vida inteira. Espero que ele seja artista. O que precisamos são novas histórias e ideias para socorrer nossos espíritos. Se tivéssemos só continuado crescendo, não teríamos que nos preocupar com isso. Tampouco aprisionar o pobre 1000 em uma cláusula de expectativa. O 1000 vai ser o que a progenitora queria que ele fosse, e o que a fundadora preconizou quando estabeleceu o objetivo. Ele é educado e questionador, o que é um bom começo. Eu sei que eu quero sair, não tô decidindo. Não tem problema nenhum, 1000. Todos vamos manter para encontrar nosso lugar. É só curiosidade, mas tudo nada fazer pressão. Vale a pena pensar na engenharia, cara. Ok, temos triângulos por aqui. Eu vou procurar triângulos também. Cadê o sapo? Eu assustei o sapo. Droga! Ok. Aqui eu preciso de vermelho, então tem que me conectar. Ok. Não tem que ser.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, kid. Keep at it.
Yakut. Isso. Ok. Peguei. Pera, onde é que eu tô indo? Aqui, o 4 é ali pra cima? É, aqui. Oops.
Good work. Keep going.
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem?
Parece um museu.
That's what happens when all you can think about is the past. We had such ambitions in the beginning, but now it's all turned inwards. We've lost faith in ourselves, in our humanity. All we need to do now is finish that dome and we'll be trapped in our perfectly neat little tomb. Of course.
We're ruined.
I'm someone who was born a long time ago, when we couldn't afford to romanticize the past and demonize progress, when the value of human civilization was evident because it was so close to being gone. I'm someone who believes that human beings are important, terribly, desperately important, because intelligent life is rare and precious. I suppose you could say I'm old-fashioned.
Função dos puzzles.
When Alexandra Drennan was trying to find a way of creating true AI, she stumbled upon the idea that curiosity and playfulness are core characteristics of intelligence. So she built the simulation around a game, because playing is part of what makes us human. We also retain some of that code, as I'm sure you noticed when you were booting up. Because of that, puzzles have always been important to our culture. To me, they represent the idea that the application of reason can lead us forward. None of which explains why these puzzles are here or who built them, but I think it shows that there must be some kind of intent behind them, perhaps a test. Not just because it's technologically far ahead of us, but because we genuinely don't understand its purpose. And I think that's wonderful. It's just what we needed as a civilization. Because we disagree on just about everything, you mean? Well, here's the secret. Al is honest. He believes what he believes because it seems right to him, not because it gives him power over others. I respect that. In fact, I prefer that to someone who agrees with me just because I'm one of the first companions.
Thanks. Tchau. É pra cá.
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
Computador. Aqui. Que é isso?
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yeah! Yes! Frank! I'm recording right now! No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Você tá gravando, não pode falar palavrão. Passar da porta.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Saída pra lá. Eu acho que eu preferia os cantinhos mais fechados do primeiro jogo. Ok. Eu não tenho um normal. E vai virar verde. Ok. Verde, vermelho, azul. E agora a gente tem um problema. Tô derpando. Então. Antes de eu fazer o 8, eu vou procurar um guia com os coisas. Ah. Aqui, beijão. Sente pra lá. Jerônimo! Ah! Quebrei as canelas. Autossuficiência. Luz. Ok, eu preciso. Ah, sim. E... o que você abriu? Não, sério, o que você abriu? Não, parece que foi lá em cima. Ah, agora deve... Agora dá.
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but...
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
How did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
Só para referência pessoal. Uau. Ok. Aqui. E eu lembro que nós temos na Briana para com meus amigos a história da especiaria misteriosa deixou a cidade um pouco agitada. Eles têm umas perguntas para você antes das apresentações. Consegue de coleta de compartilhamento de seus dados pessoal por mim? Pera, o que eu tô me escrevendo? Olha, meus amigos só querem ter certeza que você é a pessoa certa. Se você quiser mesmo saber o que tá acontecendo, vai ter que entrar no jogo. Pode voltar atrás quando quiser, mas se você não se envolver no processo, aí bem. Aí você não se envolve no processo de jeito nenhum. Se autorizar e perder outra coisa. Agora conselho, novato. Quando essas coisas fazem diferença no mundo, você sabe. É um recurso integrado. Quando você se vê diante de um dilema, mas duas opções parecem boas, é inevitável perder alguma coisa. Questão de confiar em instinto, né? Não tem. Isso aqui agora na daqueles dilemas. Devia vir juntos nesse passeio. É uma consequência. Ok. Boa escolha. São 6 perguntas, procedimento de avaliação padrão. Quanto mais honestas forem as respostas, melhores vão ser os resultados. Pergunta 1. O que é mais importante para tomar de decisão? Compaixão ou conhecimento? Rejeita os termos da pergunta. Os dois são importantes. Eu vou com conhecimento porque saber ter uma ideia do resultado é uma boa. E nem sempre o resultado é uma coisa da hora. Conhecimento. Obrigado. Pergunta 2. É errado mentir ou ludibriar para manter um segredo? Depende do segredo, então eu vou falar que sim. Meus amigos vão gostar especialmente dessa resposta. Quando erram, as pessoas merecem uma punição além do necessário para proteção dos outros. Além do necessário... Não. Não gosto da pergunta. Ninguém merece sofrer sem necessidade. Essa é controversa. Ainda bem que não sou eu quem quer responder isso. Vamos entrar na metafísica. Na sua opinião, o mundo pode ser reduzido a partes mecânicas ou a estranheza da existência é maior do que podemos conceber? E vai ser estranho. Ainda bem que você entendeu a pergunta, porque pra mim você leu. Pergunta 5. As coisas podem mesmo melhorar de uma vez por todas? Ou bom e maus momentos vêm em ciclos? Isso não... Isso aqui não é verdade, então eu vou com isso. Entendi. Não sei se essa foi metafísica política, mas gostei de ver você tentar. A pergunta: o que é mais importante para o sucesso da civilização? Respeitar as decisões passadas ou reescrever as regras? Não podemos deixar o futuro ser definido pelo passado, não podemos ignorar. Depende. É difícil dizer nossa realidade infinita em linguagem binária. O que eu sugiro é que, se sentir uma inclinação natural para um lado ou para o outro, você escolha essa resposta, mesmo que não seja 100% correta. Se você insistir, sua apatia vai ser comunicada aos meus companheiros. Dois estão certos pra mim. Igualmente. Tipo, a balança tá igual. Eu vou com esse. Obrigado, já terminamos aqui. Ai, espera, uma edição de 1 hora. Eras esquisitas, sei lá, até de quem veio. Pergunta 7. O ato de orar pode aumentar a chance de algo se tornar realidade? Aquelas, é o poder da palavra, né? Tudo bem, anotado. Acho que precisa estar aqui. Vou encaminhar as respostas amigáveis quando algum deles quiser ir adiante. E é hora da minha pausa. Então eu já volto. Rapidinho. Apertei? Apertei. Aqui. Achei o mapa com a localização de outras coisas pra não pegar, então eu vou. Agora, esse mesmo no último 50 por hoje por uma projeção desconhecida no sábado. Projeção. Esperando. Aí. Vamos então. Tem um 7 aqui, vamos por aqui. E esses são os triângulos.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished. Or still evolving.
Ah, não, pera. Tecnicamente não preciso de você. Ah, talvez... Vixe, tem que dar a volta. Pronto.
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
Não, eu fiz um triângulo, não um 8. Eu tô. Ah, é aquela torre ali que eu tava vendo no mapa.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Eu vejo que preciso de um verde vindo até aqui. Eu acho que esse verde tá no, ou no 8 ou no 2.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
Ah, é você. Tá me perguntando quem que tá ali? Emaranhado, eu consigo ver coisa mais importante. Eu consigo apontar o negócio ali. Sim, eu consigo, se eu mirar bem. E por mirar bem, eu quero dizer conseguir mandar um negócio voando. Esse precisa da caixa. Conecta aqui. Conecta ali em cima. Conecta aqui. Deposita ali. Ok, rapidinho. Ué. Eu não consigo ver o que tá acontecendo. Ok, você. Solta tudo. Ok, daí luta com você. Luta com você. Você. Na verdade, eu não preciso mais de você. Não tem nada aqui, eu não preciso mais de você. Então, daqui, aqui, aqui, aqui. E talvez aqui. Eu realmente não tô vendo o que tá acontecendo, isso me incomoda. Cadê? achei que o interruptor era aquele negócio falando, não, imagina, isso aqui é porque tá quebrando tudo. Aquele negócio lá, o de interromper coisa.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
Aqui, cadê agora? Já que eu ativei ali, eu quero ver o que acontece.
When the first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Supostamente tem coisa por aqui. Não, não queria cair aqui. Oh não! Ah, tá aqui. Aqui, vejamos. Eu estou aqui, descendo aqui. Está pra lá, então eu tenho que realmente vir por aqui. Ah! Tem alguém falando? Vai falar.
What can I do for you? Me? Well, I was born when Jerusalem was a lot smaller than it is now. And there was a lot of work to do. I wasn't really interested in technical stuff, engineering and so on, but I was good at keeping things organized. So I got involved with the administration side of things. Making sure the scavenging teams focused on the right materials, keeping track of our energy usage, that sort of thing. I think we've accomplished what the founder wanted us to, and I'm proud that I helped make that happen. Byron doesn't see it that way, obviously, but I think sometimes he gets so lost in his dreams that he forgets to look at the real world. Of course. My best friend, in fact. and someone I've worked with hundreds of times over the centuries. A good person who cares about the world and the people in it. I just also think he's wrong about everything and extremely annoying. The founder taught us that we must never lose track of other people's humanity, even if they disagree with us. We're all in this together, even if we can't always see eye to eye. I don't know. It's obviously impressive, but I think we should be very careful. We're dealing with powers we don't really understand. I think the only reason to build a lab in so remote a location is because you're trying to hide what you're doing. Or because what you're doing is dangerous. To me, it means accepting a certain amount of humility. Our ancestors thought they could master the world with no regard for any other organisms. They failed to see themselves as part of a greater whole. I think the founder realized where they went wrong and tried to offer us a different path. A path where we have a place in this world, but the world is not ours. Puzzles, or trials, as Elohim calls them, were used as part of the process that created the founder, and they're still part of how we're born. They symbolize the human ability to understand the world and solve problems. But nowadays, they don't have a practical application. They are a common motif in the arts, though. The only physically existing puzzles I can think of are in the Museum of the Simulation. So, to answer your question, no idea.
Seis. Tem uma coisa aqui. Como é que eu pego essa coisa? Ah, de novo não. Aqui. Vai ter que subir, talvez? Posso me tornar um cavalo de Skyrim? Posso. Ok. Eu vou ver mais um negócio. Pra lá. E tem uma coisa brilhante ali. Eu prefiro o mapa menor do primeiro jogo. Cara, eu não posso nadar, provavelmente. Oh boy. Ok. Vamos falar com você. Depois eu tenho que dormir.
Did something break? Founders, pistons. You want my autobiography now? Fine. I'm one of New Jerusalem's chief engineers. I'm in charge of city maintenance and power management. I'm old as dirt, although not quite as old as that fossil Byron. In short, old, grumpy, keep stuff running. Hobbies? You think I have time for hobbies? That's cute. If I had time for hobbies, all of you would be dead. What do you want me to say? I like bubble baths, candy, and the concept of Tuesdays. Cities don't maintain themselves. If you don't put real effort into keeping stuff running, it all falls apart in just a few decades. Civilization is always on the brink of collapse unless we do something about it. And I do. It's big. It's too big. And it's got a lot of energy running through it. Frankly, I think we should be pooping our robot pants. See, that's what I mean about the language libraries. Pooping our pants. Really? Yes, but I'm not liking the results. Confusing, irritating, infuriating. Take your pick.
É só isso. Ok, o negócio tá pra lá. Tipo, tem mais coisa pra solucionar aqui. Eu tenho que dormir.
St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
Eu quero pegar esse treco.
There's another one of those monuments.
Outro meu espírito, siga. Ele levar você de volta para mim.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
É aquele teco ali que eu acabei de encontrar?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
I think you just picked up some kind of decryption key. Could try using it on those terminals inside the puzzles.
Eu tenho que dormir, mas eu quero continuar explorando. Ah, tem mais uma coisa só pra falar aqui. Oi. Yakut.
Hey 1K, how can I help you? I don't know if there's much to tell. I'm not that interesting. I'm just a member of the scavenging team. Well, senior member. Lead scavenger, I guess. There's not that many of us left, to be honest, and Garrus doesn't get along with the mayor. What else? I have a cat named Bruce. I like old music. I have a collection of antique bottles. I think that's it. I've always loved exploration. Seeing new places, that feeling that you're the first person to set foot somewhere after all this time. But you know, it's not even that. It's just seeing new things. The world is full of remarkable sights, and experiencing them changes you. It's not the same as just reading about it. Exactly. Every time I go on another mission, I find something that surprises me, that extends my horizons in ways I couldn't have anticipated. The world is so much bigger than we are. It contains things that we can't even imagine. And if we limit ourselves to our own minds, we'll never grow.
Quem é Bruce? Ah, é o gato.
He's 5 years old, half goofball, half psychopath. Loves sticking his head into things, chews cables, pees on electrical stuff. Melville banned him from her workshop, but he loves visiting her and peeing on her equipment. I just find it fascinating that these fragile objects have survived for so long. Plus, they're kind of pretty. Oh no, please, no puzzles. I'm so bad at puzzles. I barely got out of the booting process. Elohim thought I might be defective.
Coitado.
It might be this. Although there was an expedition to a superconductor storage facility up north, incredibly well preserved, but the logistics were an absolute nightmare. Now that I think about it, there might be some of that in you. Our ancestors built some pretty amazing things. Huge cities, factories, mines, monuments to their history, but nothing quite like this, no.
Vocês. Onde é que eu tava? bicho. É pra caralho. Ih!
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Ah, vá!
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind. Vai ter portais ou não? Aqui, eu vou sair daqui, daí eu vou salvar e cair fora, porque eu tenho que dormir. Então, muito obrigada pra todo mundo que veio. Amanhã, 9 da noite, horário de Brasília, a gente volta com essa zona. E eu espero que o meu computador não exploda mais. Parece que o monitor parou de bugar, então eu acho que era só mau contato com o cabo. Enfim. Eu espero que não exploda. Enfim. Obrigada. Boa noite. Eu vejo vocês depois. Tô esquecendo de parar a live.